And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Wright.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Powell in at the 5 down low. And for the Bucks, they've got Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo is out there with Aminu. And it's Spellman in at the 5. Powell, that's good. Scouting reports very detailed, Clark. Talk about the types of insights those scouting reports would reveal about your team and your opposition.
Typically player tendencies and team tendencies. How do they win? What areas are they really strong in? A team being excellent on the glass or tremendous in transition offense or very physical. I mean, just those types of nuggets that you would have for a team and then individual players so that you could try to position them to not be at their best by what you did to counteract them.
Good explanation.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
And McConnell gets it to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. 6-point game. And that one, good.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Not a fast start for the Bucks. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now, here's Doncic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Aminu. Giannis outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Free throw good. Giannis.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. The efficiency of Giannis. Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, We got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
McConnell finds Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Here's Doncic following the bucket by the Bucks. And yes, it's good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Last game he had 34 points. Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the paint. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Down low, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
Pass to DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks leading by 9. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Misses off the left iron. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Clark, with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Doncic, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Barea dishes to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Right, that's a 2-pointer. The Mavericks rebound. Here's Porzingis. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Doncic with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Doncic leading the charge. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
And there's the pass to Anthony. To the paint. Brown outside. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Mirotic. Anthony's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 8. To the middle. And Mirotic throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and the one skepticism scouts had was his athleticism or lack thereof. And I think he's proven that's not necessary to be a great basketball player. and he's only getting better as he works with NBA trainers.
Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Bledsoe. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
I'll tell you what, anytime guards get to the glass, I think it energizes the whole team. You got to respect the hustle of Bledsoe there.
Here's Barea. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Drops in the tray.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Brown. Bledsoe outside. Over Barea. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Bounce pass, Porzingis. Barea kicks to Porzingis. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 9. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
They've got Anthony. Bledsoe is out there with Brown. Then there's Darius Miller, and it's McKinney in at the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now here is Mirotic. Porzingis trying to get free. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Brunson. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Doncic gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs. On offense, here are the Bucks. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. They've packed their bags for a long one, as that'll be the first of 7 straight on the road. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
And it's Wright missing. And it's Anthony with the ball for Milwaukee. Bledsoe passes to McKinney, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
Mavericks leading by 12. Brunson finds Doncic. Lets it go from 14. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to McKinney. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And having a small forward on the wing of his caliber just opens up so many things for your team. A lot of attention is paid to him, and with the stretch he's had, even more will be coming his way.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb, absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind, big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good names. Now out of Canada by way of Stanford University, 6'11" power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner, very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
Now here's Wright. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Boy, the offensive game so very impressive for Mirotic. He's capable of scoring from anywhere.
Miller, the pass to DiVincenzo. And that one goes long.
You know, after making 1 3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
Here's Hardaway. And the big contract for Tim Hardaway Jr. back in 2017, Clark. 4 years, $71 million.
Hey, sometimes timing is everything. We know that in our world and in all the other worlds out there. And think about that now. Tim Hardaway Jr. has made more money than his all-star father made in his whole career. Hardaway Jr., young and athletic, and a really rock-solid player at both ends.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. Hardaway hits them both.
You know, I think we all know that Hardaway Jr. is a really good scorer. I mean, the next step for him is improving defensively.
And here's Brown outside. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Stolen. And it's the Bucks on the break. Miller with the ball. Now guarded by Mirotic. Here's Spellman. No points in the game yet for him. On the wing, Miller. Shoots over Mirotic. Miller, no up. Mavericks leading by 15. A shot by McConnell, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Pass to Hardaway. Dishes it to Powell. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Pass to McKinney. There's the triple. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking for the three-point shot for some extra offense.
And Mirotic throws it down.
Yeah, Mirotic's going to take advantage of that kind of positioning every time he gets it. You can't give it to him.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Miller. Antetokounmpo comes in for Alfonso McKinney. And McDermott subbed in for Sterling Brown.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DiVincenzo's got 7 points. Mavericks leading by 10. 1:44 left to play in the first half. Perea looking for an opening. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 12-4 run. Giannis passes to Spellman. Back to Giannis. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Perea's got it. And he finished it off with a lay-in. Perea's got his first points of the night.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
That free throw missing.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Mirotic. Doncic comes in for Hardaway. And it's DeLon Wright in for T.J. McConnell. Good on the second free throw. 56 seconds left to play here in the half. Now Doncic, he's got 15. Floats one up. The pass to Porzingis. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And the lead is down inside single digits. Antetokounmpo 5 points now this quarter. Mavericks leading by 9. And here is Wright. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Doncic. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Giannis kicks to McDermott. Aminu against Porzingis. Passes it to McDermott. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Dallas holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Straight out of Slovenia, Luka Doncic already exceeding expectations. Tremendous awareness and skill, just enough athleticism. Worked his magic again in the first half. This kid is incredible.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any game.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Doncic in at the small forward position. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And he can't get the first one. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Porzingis finds Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And it's 9 points for Tim Hardaway.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Bledsoe for 3. Doesn't go that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's McConnell. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Giannis throws it down hard.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Now, here's McConnell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Timeout called the Bucks. Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
See, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Anthony's checked in for Amari Spellman. Darius Miller comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Brown in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishing.
Porzingis can't hit. Bucks trail by 14. Pass to Aminu. Powell with the steal. And Doncic, here we go. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward. This guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Miller dishes to Carmelo. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Mirotic is checked in for the Mavericks. Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now here's Brunson. Guarded by Bledsoe. Brunson, good. Brunson's got his first bucket of the night.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
And he makes that one.
Tell you what, there's not a guard any stronger in the league than Bledsoe. His upper body strength, impressive.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Fader on the way. No look there. Miss number 4 in 12 tries. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Barea checked in. Bledsoe kicks to Anthony. And Al Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Mavericks leading by 16. Wright with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Bledsoe for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Wright finds Mirotic. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Mirotic has got 10 points in the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Darius Miller, and it's Doug McDermott in for Brown. Here's McKinney. Another shot, and the nice bucket inside from Anthony. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Pass to Mirotic. 1:58 left in the third. And he can't jam it through. And you talk about Nikola Mirotic. He won't wow you with his athleticism, Greg, but he's big, he's skilled, and we both know he knows how to play.
Rebounds his position. Offensively, a face-up forward who can shoot and attack off the bounce. And as you mentioned, great IQ for the game.
Here's Doncic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Tuesday, they'll start out on the road to play the Pelicans in New Orleans. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
First one falls for him. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Here's Barea, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Dallas.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
That free throw good from Barea.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. I mean, he's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
.102 left here in the third quarter. Bucks trail by 19. Bledsoe looking it over. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The Mavericks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
A different look for Milwaukee. Omari Spellman has come in for Aminu. Antetokounmpo comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo, and another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Wright, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Nine seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 4 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Back to McConnell. It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Dallas with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Mavericks leading by 16. They've got McDermott, and it's Spellman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And McConnell gets it to go.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Antetokounmpo. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Doncic, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Takes it off the glass. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Knocks it loose. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Excellent D there from Mirotic.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Giannis. Finished off the break. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And finished off by Mirotic.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Here's Giannis, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And McConnell gets it to go.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Mirotic against Giannis. The pass to McKinney for three. And the dunk by Giannis.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Mavericks leading by 14. Let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Giannis is double. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Bledsoe kicks to Giannis. Giannis is double. Doncic with the steal. Pass break Dallas for the finish. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Doncic using quick, active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
Bucks trail by 20. Here's Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Dallas gets called for the foul. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Here's McConnell. Pass to Doncic. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Knocked loose. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way in. McConnell's got 8 points in the quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo. And that one is good. Giannis has got 36.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Hardaway finds McConnell. Now here's Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. That's to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Powell.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Antetokounmpo against Doncic. Chalk up 2 there. Giannis has got 38 points.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 21. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. McDermott passes to Miller. Here's Musa. The 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night, and the call will be against Darius Miller. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Justin Holiday comes in for Porzingis, and Cook subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
Cook, good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Carter Williams. And the Bucks miss again. And it's Cook with the ball for Dallas. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Holiday. Here's Kleba. And another shot. He lays it in.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Here's Porzingis. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and